out with heavy rains or irrigation. To learn more about the Dynamite family of products, go to dynamiteplantfood.com. Dynamite Premium Plant Food is so easy to use that you'll spend less time working in your garden and more time enjoying it.
All right, thank you. 6 minutes after 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Tuesday morning. Robin, you know I love dogs, right?
Yeah.
I am a dog lover. And my dad was a policeman. Yep. And I went to New York City. My dad was a policeman in New York City. And a few years after 9/11, I went to New York City with my son. And I wanted to show him the Ground Zero, where the attacks took place. And I wanted to also show them the police museum up there. And they're in walking distance, really, of each other. So I decided to walk. Now, we went on the 4th, I think it was the 4th or the 5th of July. And it was, the anniversary, close to the anniversary. Oh, wait a minute. No, that wouldn't have been right. Whatever. There was a lot of security still around. I guess there still is. Anyway, the walk between the area called Ground Zero, the World Trade Center site, and the museum, the police museum, had about I would say a police officer on every corner, and most of them had dogs, the canine units. Uh-huh. And I actually walked up to one of the police officers because I wasn't exactly sure that I was going in the right direction to ask for directions. That dog didn't let me get near him at all. That dog lunged forward, and the guy had it on the. They're amazing to watch.
Yeah.
This is National Thank a Police Dog Week. I didn't even know that, and we do have an opportunity here in Ocala to actually watch them. They do demonstrations over at the training facility near the airport.
Yeah, they do.
Sandy Marcel is on the phone. She's the founder of Vested Interest in Canines. She's a lifelong animal advocate. She's the host of the Pet Zone. She works with canine teams across the country. We're honored to have her on the show with us today to talk about the importance of canine officers, those dogs that we love serving us in the armed forces as well as the law enforcement. Good morning, Sandy.
Hi, good morning, Larry.
Where are you? Where are you calling from?
I'm in Massachusetts.
Massachusetts, all right. Yeah. What are the statistics? Are there more dogs working in the law enforcement field than there used to be?
I would say so, definitely now.
Okay. And do we, when we look at what you're talking about, vested interest in canines, are there bulletproof vests for dogs?
Bullet and stab protective vests for the canines, same as the human partners wear, but just made for a dog.
Oh, wow. Do we have any stories of dogs that have had their lives saved by those vests?
Actually, you had one in Florida a couple of years back. His name was Kilo, and we actually feature him on our website. He was wearing a ballistic vest when involved in an altercation, and the vest saved his life. So we had spoken to the agency, the Hernando County Sheriff's Office, to find out if we could, in fact, highlight that story on our page so that people could see, in fact, this does really happen, and the vest did save his life.
It was Hernando County. Well, that's not too far from here. So this is a wonderful thing, and is part of what we're talking about today to maybe raise awareness so that we can make a contribution if we want to help out in buying these things. How much does the canine vest cost? Do you know?
A vest costs $950.
Whoa!
It has a 5-year warranty.
Oh, they go bad after a while? What happens?
What happens is they have a warranty period, just like the human officers, based on how the vest is stored. The manufacturer puts a warranty period on them. So in the dog's line of duty, we'll figure that he probably will need to have 2 vests while he's working.
Right. Wow.
One for the first 5 years and one for the next 5 years.
I love your accent, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Do the dogs readily wear the vests, or is there some getting used to on their part?
The vests that we provide are lightweight. They weigh about 4.5 pounds, and they conform to the dog's body. So each officer fills out a sizing form when they're letting us know that they have the need for the vest. So the dogs pretty much fit into them, and it's almost, I want to say, like a second skin. They really don't mind having them on at all.
So tell me some stories from what you do. The Pet Zone, is that a TV show? Forgive me for not knowing that.
It was a cable internet access show that I had done a number of years ago. My focus has now shifted over to vesting police dogs, and has shifted over to a full-time mission for me. something that I do day to day, day in and day out, connecting with folks nationwide, whether it's corporate sponsors, private sponsors, volunteers, helping to spread the word, securing donations, setting up fundraising events. And today, part of the reason that we're talking is about National Thank a Police Dog Week. We're really excited about this, and we've partnered up with a company called Pet Armor, who is a brand of Sergeant's Pet Care products. They're best known for their flea and tick pet products available nationwide. And we've developed a partnership with them because of the common value that we share, which is making dog protection our number one focus. People can participate this week. It's April 28th through May 4th by visiting the Pet Armor website, and they can have the opportunity to click on a police dog photo and send a note of thanks to both the canine and the human counterpart. The website is petarmor.com/thankapolicedog, and there will be 50 dogs featured on the Pet Armor website. 25 of the dogs are from the combined efforts of Vested Interest in Canines and Pet Armor. They donated to us in 2013, and they've committed to an additional 25 dogs who they'll be vesting in 2014. So there's a great opportunity for folks to show their support and let the officers know that they appreciate all the work that they're doing.
Oh, wow. You know, we have a touching but sad memorial here in our county. We had an officer shot in the line of duty, and he was what do you call them, the human part of a canine team? What do you call him? Just an officer?
Canine handler?
A canine handler, okay. Well, he was shot in the line of duty and killed.
Mr. Litz.
I'm sorry?
Brian Litz.
Brian Litz, yes. Deputy?
Yes.
Deputy Brian Litz. And I don't know whatever happened to his dog. I think it went back to the family.
Yeah.
That he was with. So, but anyway, it's a wonderful, for those locally, if you ever want to see this, it's out on Highway 200.
Yeah.
Just I'd throw that in there.
Very moving memorial.
Yeah, it's very moving. So are the dogs? I guess when they retire, what happens to them? The dogs retire before the human does, right?
Yeah, in most cases they stay at home with the police officer and his family. They come home with them. Sometimes the officer will get a new dog. So the old dog or the former dog will retire, and he'll transition over from going to work every day to being at home with the officer and his family, and then officer will go into training with a new partner.
Isn't that something? Wow. And have you done this? Have you been with them? Have you like ridden along or something like that?
I have not done a ride-along, but I've been to many events with the canine units, been to many training sessions with the officers, canine seminars, things of that nature.
When you have these vests manufactured, what kind of tests do they go through before they're allowed to be given to the different law enforcement agencies?
We actually get the vests from a company called Armor Express. They're in Michigan. And the vests are all certified by the National Institute of Justice, which is the same organization that certifies the human vest. They actually certified the ballistics inside the vest to let us know what is actually in them, the testing that can be done, and what type of weapons they'll defeat against.
Oh my gosh!
Wow. Now I went to the website. If I could ask you real quickly, the website for the listeners is petarmor.com/thankapolicedog. And we'll put it on our Facebook page to make it easier. But it says name of canine, and then there's choices. Could I add it? Could I add a name from a canine in my own town?
Well, actually, those are dogs that have been vested by Pet Armor and Vested Interest in Canines. So they're asking people to reach out to some of the dogs that we've combined together to work with. So those are the dogs that Pet Armor has vested currently.
Oh, okay.
Or is working to vest.
Okay, so I couldn't add a name from Ocala, for example.
No, but if you happen to know of a canine officer that needs a vest, you can send him to the Vested Interest in Canines website, and he can actually go online and let us know he needs a vest.
Oh my goodness, that's a wonderful thing. Okay, so for everybody in the law enforcement community, that's a good idea. So what do they do? Go to petarmor.com and then what?
To participate in the National Thank a Police Dog Week, we would go to petarmor.com/thankapolicedog, and that's now through May 4th to send out the thank you to the 50 dogs that we're working with together with Pet Armor.
Okay.
If there's an officer who needs a vest for his canine partner, he can visit the Vested Interest in Canines website, which is k9s.org, and there's a section on there called Vest Inquiry. He can fill that out and let us know that he has interest in getting a vest.
Oh, that's absolutely wonderful.
Oh, that is great. That is great. And we hope that they get them and they never are used. In other words, they're worn, but never. We hope nobody
had to stop
takes a
bullet.
shot at it. Yeah. Well, that's crazy that people even do that. Sandy, thank you so much. I love the way you speak, and thank you for taking time out of your day to be with us. The websites are VIK9S. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes, .org.
.org. Okay, and then the other one was petarmor.com/thankapolicedog, which I already went to, and I'll have to thank one. I have to pick one at random, I guess.
That's right.
I don't know any of them.
You can thank a few.
Oh, I can thank a few. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Sandy. Thank you for what you're doing, and I love what the whole message here. It's amazing. Dogs are so unconditionally loving, and they'll put their lives on the line for strangers. Isn't that amazing?
It is amazing.
Yes, thank you. We appreciate the assistance and the support.
And thank you, and stay safe.
You also.
All right. We'll take a little break. We'll be right back.
Excellent. Moving on to the
Hi, this is Isaiah. I'd like to introduce you to Phoenix Infinitum LLC, which is a service-disabled veteran-owned small business right here in Ocala. Phoenix Infinitum is your one-stop tactical outfitter with tactical gear made to exceed military specifications like backpacks, range gear, canine equipment, armor carriers, and medical supply bags, manufactured right here in Ocala. We also offer concealed weapons and tactical training classes conducted by Force 4 Training. Phoenix Infinitum is located at 851 Northwest 24th Court in the Bryan Industrial Park. Visit us on the web at phxunlimited.us. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. Or just give us a call to see how we can help. 352-351-3535, 352-351-3535. That's 352-351-3535. Phoenix Infinitum, purveyors of awesomeness.
All right, 18 minutes after 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. We've got another interesting interview that we're going to do. Dr. Bill Sears is on the phone. He's a medical and parenting consultant for Baby Talk and Parenting Magazine. He's an associate clinical professor of pediatrics at the University of California, the Irvine School of Medicine. He's a contributor to 2020, Good Morning America, CBS This Morning, The Today Show, Dateline, and today on AM Ocala Live, which we're so proud to and honored to be able to say he's on our show. The topic he's going to talk to us about is xylitol. Am I saying it right? Xylitol. And let's say good morning, because I'm going to be honest, I don't even know what xylitol is. The health benefits of xylitol. Good morning, Dr. Sears. Thank you for being on with us today.
Good morning, Larry. It's good to be with you.
Yeah, thank you. Where are you? Where are you calling from?
Oh, I'm calling from California.
Oh, thank you for getting up early to do this with us. Yeah, you are on all of the shows, and so we appreciate and are honored to be able to have you on our show. So, am I the only one? What is xylitol? What is it?
Larry, it's I love being on your show. It's one of my favorite topics. As a doctor with a sweet tooth, xylitol is my favorite sweetener for many reasons. It tastes like sugar in the mouth. It's just as sweet, but it doesn't behave like sugar when it gets into the body. It has healthful effects instead of unhealthful effects like ordinary table sugar does. And starting with the mouth, it's a perfect sweetener for toothpaste. I begin my day with xylitol toothpaste like Spry.
Okay.
And then because the bacteria in the mouth, it's a different type of sugar, so the bacteria don't stick to it, and you don't get that sticky called biofilm on your teeth, and that's why it's a perfect sweetener for toothpaste. And then I take I put Xylo Sweet in my smoothie in the morning, because I like a smoothie in the morning for breakfast, and so it's a good sweetener. And what I really like about it, we doctors call it avoid sugar spikes. That's health in a nutshell. And that means you don't want to eat the types of sugars that that are quickly absorbed from your intestines and get into the bloodstream and reach high levels because they form what we call sticky stuff in the bloodstream, and they stick to all they stick to the cataracts in your eyes, the blood vessels in your heart, your brain, the joints.
Oh, wow.
Sticky.
Well, so real quickly, just pause there for a second. What sugars do that? I'm guessing sugar. Just
sugar.
Okay.
Or ordinary table sugar, the usual sugars that are added.
So do the sugars that occur naturally, like in fruit, do they do the same thing?
Not the same thing, because they're usually partnered with protein or fat. See, what way Sugar 101, how we doctors talk, is it's the friends they keep. If you have sugar and they play with two friends like protein and fat or fiber, that slows them down so they're not absorbed as quickly. But you have, say, sugar in, say, a cola, for example, a soda.
Right.
That's the worst sugar you could have because it goes right into your bloodstream and causes spikes.
Now, a lot of the ingredients say high fructose corn syrup. Is that the same thing?
That's the worst.
All right, that's
number one on my hit list for sugars.
Okay, all right.
Are sugars found in baby formulas? Because sometimes parents will prop up the bottle in the crib with the baby and then just leave the baby alone to drink.
And thanks for asking that. No, they should never do that because the baby needs a person holding the bottle. Always hold the bottle with the person. But and the sugars in baby formula, that's why you have to brush baby's teeth after a nighttime bottle. But see, xylitol is a different sugar. It tastes like sugar, so it's nice and sweet for we sweet tooth. But the key to it is not rapidly absorbed from the intestines. So when you swallow it, only about a third of it is absorbed into the bloodstream, but it's absorbed very slowly, so it doesn't cause the sugar spikes. We call it high sticky stuff, sugar spikes.
So what is it? Can you explain? Like we understand the table sugar comes from a plant called sugarcane. I don't understand where like sweet and low comes from. I don't understand where some of the other packets come, like the blue one, the pink one. I don't really understand where that chemical comes from. Is xylitol a natural? Like, does it come from a plant or is it a chemical? What is it?
Yes, it does. It comes from corn cobs. It comes from fibrous woody plants. So it's a natural plant food. It's naturally found in our body. And so it is one of the most natural sugars. But because it's a different chemical formula, even though it's a natural sugar, it's different chemical formula than ordinary table sugar. So the body likes it better. The body doesn't react to it, so it slowly digests it and slowly gets into your bloodstream. And that key is slowly absorbing sugars is the healthful word, and that's what xylitol does.
As far as the health of a child, is the development of the bones in the same category as the development of the teeth? I mean, obviously, if you're eating something, sugar directly on the teeth might have an effect. But what about when sugar gets into the blood? I've often wondered about this, actually, because the dentist would always say, don't be eating candy, you'll get cavities. And I've often thought, well, teeth are just bones. Does that candy, once it's digested, actually affect my bones? Is that happening with children?
Yeah, you're exactly right. And this is why xylitol is actually the favorite sugar of dentists. Dentists all over the world prefer sugars. They prefer the sugar of xylitol rather than ordinary table sugar because you'll find that some of the best toothpastes in the world are made with xylitol and not added sugar. Because
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it doesn't stick to the teeth. And the bacteria don't digest it. It's not food for bacteria, where if bacteria had their choice, they'd say, give me high fructose corn syrup, give me table sugar, all the cheap stuff. that you have.
So is xylitol available as like an additive? Like if I go to the restaurant right now, there's these little packets: the blue one, the pink one, the white one, which is actually sugar. The yellow one. I don't know if what's the stevia is another one you see on the tables now and then.
Yeah.
Is xylitol available that way?
You know, it is if you ask for it, and so
Really?
more and more people are hearing about xylitol. And so it's like a restaurant. The more people hear about it, and the more they ask for it, the more restaurants will carry it. And that's why I always carry my little packets with me. Especially, it's also one of the most heavily researched sugars. There's research showing it's good for dental care. There's research showing it helps sinuses. And nasal spray. I love xylitol nasal spray because it helps clean out the nose. So there's just a lot of good medical benefits for xylitol.
Is it listed on the bottle as an ingredient?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you'll see xylitol, but the here's the key, right, is if it's like say a xylitol nasal spray, it should be the first ingredient. Sometimes they'll put a bunch of other stuff in.
Oh, really?
And because they know people have heard of xylitol as a health sugar, so they don't, they want it on the package. But like for nasal spray, look at it as the first ingredient.
Okay, so when I was a kid, I just went to the xylitol. Okay, I'm looking at a picture of it now. A spoonful of it looks just like a spoonful of sugar. Now, I have tried all of them. I have tried, and the one that everybody said was the healthy one was stevia, because it comes from a leaf.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. How do I tell you my thoughts on stevia? It was okay, but it kind of left a little aftertaste, a little bit. And is that just because I'm spoiled all my life by sugar?
Well, that's part of it. Yes, you've developed a taste, and this is why. See, the taste of xylitol is so much more natural sweetness than the other stuff. The other stuff. And this is why it's really a healthful substitute for ordinary table sugar. And you mentioned kids. As a pediatrician, we call it shaping young tastes. And this is why early foods, when you feed children early foods, we don't like stuff like high fructose corn syrup, added chemical sugars, because it's an artificial chemical taste. And you don't want a child to start life that way. You want them to start life with a sweet taste of natural plant sugars, like xylitol is.
On the website, it says 0 net carbohydrates. Is that true for any other sugar or any other sweetener, I should say?
No, and what that means, there's a term called the glycemic index. So that's a fancy term for how fast the sugar gets into the blood. Now, ordinary table sugar has a glycemic index of 100, meaning it really goes in fast. That's the fast. Xylitol has only 7. So it really, and that's the number one. I'd say if you had to pick one reason we doctors like xylitol, is it doesn't get into the bloodstream fast and cause sugar spikes. Sugar spikes, that's the buzzword that doctors use for preventing health problems nowadays.
Doctor, you've got us certainly interested. We're up against the clock, so we have to run. The website that I went to is xylitol.org, xylitol.org. Is there any other information our listeners should have before you say goodbye?
And you can also find it on our own website, AskDrSears.com. That's ASKDR Sears.com. We have all about how to pick good sugars, what are bad sugars.
Thank you. Thank you, Doctor.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. The storm system, which tore through the south, has left at least 30 people dead, 13 killed on Monday, 17 on Sunday.
Arkansas Governor Mike Beebe has asked for a major disaster declaration for Faulkner County, and a trip down Main Street in Vilonia, Arkansas, explains why. Trees are snapped, power lines are down, debris is everywhere.
Fox Radio's Tanya J. Powers. The alleged gunman at a FedEx facility shooting this morning has killed himself after hurting several people there.
Those 6 FedEx employees are now now being tended to by doctors.
We can confirm that 6 patients from the shooting were brought here to Kennestone Hospital with one that was listed in critical condition.
That's Marietta, Georgia Police spokesman David Baldwin.
Fox Radio's Evan Brown and Amanda Knox awaits word on whether she'll be forced to head back to Italy to serve time for allegedly murdering her former roommate at Florence Court, out with information saying the killing indicated multiple assailants. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Policies issued by American General Life Insurance Company, Houston, Texas. Not available in all states. For details, visit AIGdirect.com.
On March 3rd last year, Henry W. faced his own death with incredible courage. He wasn't in an accident. He wasn't ill. He wasn't in any danger. But he faced this reality head on. If he died, his wife and children wouldn't be able to pay the mortgage, make the car payments, or keep up the life they'd had. His family would lose everything. So he picked up the phone and called AIG Direct. He found out that through AIG Direct, he could get a $250,000 life insurance policy for less than $14 a month. Now, he knows that he's helped make his family's future secure, no matter what happens to him.
Protecting your family with coverage through AIG Direct is fast, easy, and incredibly affordable. Call AIG Direct right now for a free no-obligation quote. The call takes less than 5 minutes, and you can save up to 70%. Call now.
1-800-425-0474. That's 1-800-425-0474. 1-800-425.
Habitat for Humanity of Marion County is a ministry dedicated to improving lives by providing affordable and decent housing. Help them help others by visiting the Habitat for Humanity Ocala Restore at 926 Northwest 27th Avenue. To schedule a donation, give us a call at 401-0075 and we'll come pick it up. For more information, visit ocalarestore.org. Habitat for Humanity of Marion County. Building homes, building hope, building community.
Look who just walked in the room. Joel Wiesner from What's Up Ocala. Hey, Joel, I'm looking for something to do this weekend. You got any ideas?
Absolutely. Check out our event calendar online at www.whatsupocala.com, and there is plenty of events there for you. Daily news updates to event reviews and magazine articles.
Really?
We've organized it all in one place online for you to cut through all of the hassle of finding something to do this weekend. We have a daily event calendar, a bi-monthly magazine, and we also do daily news articles.
All right, Joel, that's perfect. Thanks so much.
Yeah. Whatsupocala.com.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi, this is Becky at Hello Gorgeous Salon. We are located in the heart of downtown Ocala, right next to the historic Marion Theater. I'd like to invite you to stop by and see our new boutique area and meet our staff of professional stylists. Here at Hello Gorgeous, we are ready for prom season with updos and makeup. And with summer coming, now's the time to book your appointment to get that Brazilian blowout or start with your summer highlights. But don't stop there. We are a full-service salon offering manicures, pedicures, and facials also. So if you've been searching for a salon to call your own, come and see us at Hello Gorgeous Salon. We are located at 48 South Magnolia Avenue in downtown Ocala, right next to the Marion Theater. So call today and set up your appointment at Hello Gorgeous Salon at 35